Hey guys and gals, Nary there from Nary here from Drake Wing Gaming, and some of you me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you into the Let's Play episode of Angels with Scaly Wings, Anna's Path. So y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. Alright. Alright. Sure, I mean, it means more work, but it also allows me to run a personal project every once in a while. Does that sate your curiosity? I'm not sure I'd go so far as to call it fascinating, but it surely does give me a lot of opportunities. Oh, I forgot to ask what you actually plan to do with my blood with my blood and the test results. What is this, an interrogation? Oh my god, can I be an asshole to her? Will it be okay? Well, it's not the first. Okay, I guess you don't like questions then. Sorry, I'm just stressed from the work lately. I'm not getting much respite between my regular work, overtime, personal projects, and other disturbances like that Remy sticking his nose where it doesn't belong. What do you usually do during your free time? Having a good work-life balance is very important, you know. I love my job, I really do. Actually, I love it so much that even in my free time, I still do things that have to do with biology. As I've said, I've got the opportunity to do my own projects sometimes, so that's what I focus on when I get the chance. It'd be a shame to pass on an opportunity like that without using it. With the current influx of work, I rarely leave the facility if I'm not eating or sleeping. Even right now, I'm only on break and have to go back for another shift. Maybe you should do something else for a change. Maybe, but right now that's not really an option. It would help if the council weren't constantly sending their lackeys to mess with me. So that wasn't the first time? No, I suppose I'm on their watch list or something. Why's that? It's a long story, and not one for a first date. So you're saying this is a date? No, I'm saying that even if this was a date, which would be more than whatever this is, it wouldn't be very appropriate. Stories about work aren't very romantic. It's always about work with you. Come on, you're on a break. Maybe we should do something to take your mind off all that for once. Like what? I'm not sure. Do you have any other hobbies? Not really. Hey, waitress. Hey, how can I help you? Do you have anything here to entertain your guests? Any games or other distractions? I'm not sure. Let me go check. What exactly are you trying to do? Just wait and you'll see. Anticipation is killing me. Actually, no, it's boredom. It's more for the kids, but we don't really have anything else. It's fine. Thank you. Have fun. A board game? Really? I know it's not Niski's a textile merchant, but I suppose it's better than nothing. Textile merchant? Niski? It's a game, but never mind. Well, I'm not convinced that this will accomplish anything unless your goal is to make me regret this day. It seems to be a trivia game. Do you have good general knowledge? Do you even know what kind of advanced knowledge I have to memorize and work with every single day? You bet I have a good general knowledge, certainly more than enough to beat a foreigner like you. If you're so confident, maybe we should make a bet. What do you have in mind? Let's say if I win, I'll get to go on a real date with you. No fitting me in during your break, no complaining about everything, and no acting as if you're doing me a favor, especially because it was you who wanted to meet me in the first place. And if I win, I'll have you come in sometime so I can run more tests on you. Since it was your idea, it's only fair that I start. So, how does this work? It seems to be pretty simple. We take turns drawing cards and asking questions until we've both asked a number that we agree on beforehand. Whoever gets more right in the end wins. How many questions shall it be then? About 5? How about 5? Let's make it 3. Not sure how long this will take, and my break won't be for too long either. Alright, go ahead then. I saw mischief in her eyes, her stare piercing, paired with the hint of an arrogant smirk that exposed her anticipation. She seemed confident that she would win and loved every second of it. Slowly, her hand went over the deck of cards and drew the topmost. Round 1. Second, y'all. Water time. That's some good water. I do love me some bubbly water. Alright. Who is cited as one of our most important historians? His work spanning over 20 books, credited with mapping out our entire history since the beginning of sentience? Damien Dandelion. How could you even know something like that? You've only been here for what, a few days? Maybe. Let's see how you fare with your first question. Bring it. How far can you walk into the woods? Only until the middle. Anything after that, you're walking out of the woods again. You're right. That's a rather weird question, though. I suppose I read the right kinds of books growing up. I know most of those trick questions. Let's see what the second question has in store for you, shall we? And we're gonna definitely save it right there while we do that. Get all these right. Round 2. Alright, if there are 5 apples and you take away 3, how many do you have? If there are 5... What? Wait, what? If there are 5 apples and you take away 3, how many do you have? Yeah, you have 3. Guess you also know your trick questions. Apparently so. Okay, here's your question. In which year of our timeline did we gain sentience? 0. The beginning of our timeline marks the event when we gain sentience. Right again. Have you played this game before? It's a children's game. These questions aren't really a challenge. I'll just go ahead and draw the next card so we can end this. Round 3. An adventurer who values his life has to choose between 3 rooms to cross. Which one of the following would be the safest? Number 1, a room filled with poisonous gas. Number 2, a room filled with 100 highly trained assassins. Number 3, a room submerged in water filled with alligators that have not eaten in 8 months. Which of these would be the... Get to die? What's the question again? Amateur advisor. Choose between 3 rooms to cross. Which one of the following would be the safest to cross? Yeah. None of those sound right, so none of these. That's right. All the rooms are equally deadly. Alligators come up to 2 years or more without food, making room number 3 as deadly as the others. The other 2 rooms should not require any explanation. At least according to this card. To be honest, I think the answer is debatable. Don't worry, I'll still count it as the right answer for you. No need to get your tail caught in the door about it. Looks like this is going to be the last question. Just get it over with already. What is the approximate acceleration speed of a nose-diving flyer? I'll have to think about that one for a minute. I was just kidding. I still could have calculated that. Okay, here's the real question. What is the only substance known to be lighter in its solid form compared to its liquid state? Water. That seems to be correct. Of course it is, duh! Well, it appears to me that our game has ended in a tie. What do you propose? I say we both get our rewards. After all, we each made a good effort to get them. It's fine with me. I won't have a spot in the facility to do the test for a while, though, so I suppose next time we meet, it'll be a date. Don't forget what I said earlier about what I expect from you on this date. You better be on your best behavior. Y'all, I hope that, I really hope that I can actually get to have a date with Anna, and that she doesn't end up dying again. Is there any way I can facilitate that, y'all? Let me know in the comments. Alright, it's water time. Alrighty, y'all, and we are back. Alright. Don't forget what I said earlier about what I expect from you on this date. You better be on your best behavior. I'll try. Thank you. In any case, I should head back to work. My break is just about over. See you soon, then? Of course, and I'll make sure you deliver your part of the deal. See you soon. Despite all odds, I managed to match her perfect score in the game we played. Even though my bet of forcing her to go on a proper date with me was more to get back at her for her earlier rudeness, but I had not expected this outcome. I was not even sure what I expected from this meeting in the first place. Now as I was locked into going on a date with her and being her own personal guinea pig. Whether anything good would come of this, I wasn't sure either. More free time. What should I do? Let's see. Order some lunch. I remember that Adine had told me that the cafe did deliveries as well, and not having anything else better to do, I figured I should try it out. I made my order with a quick phone call and wasn't long before the doorbell rang. Well, that was quick. It just so happened that Adine herself stood in the doorway, dripping wet and with damp containers in her grip. Oh, poor Adine. Sweet girl. Oh, it's you again. Thought we were over this, but at least you don't reduce me to species anymore. I do remember your name, though. It was Keegan, right? That's right. Here's your order. Sorry it got a little wet, but it should still be okay. You fell into the river or something? You're so... Why don't you come in? Thanks. I was just about to ask you if I could stay for a little while. This is actually my last delivery for the day, and I live on the other side of town. Of course, I couldn't let you fly back when it's this ugly outside. My records indicate that you have already experienced this scene in a satisfactory manner. Would you like to skip to the end? No. As you wish. Feel right at home. I'd better eat this before it gets cold. I sat down at the table and started eating my food while Adine decided to take a seat opposite of myself. Do you like it? Yeah, it's actually quite good. Do you have something similar where you come from? We do. As a matter of fact, it's almost scary how close it is to what we have back home. Really? Maybe we all just share a similar taste. Maybe. Maybe there's just more to it than that. Maybe there's more to it than that. What do you mean? Well, don't you trace your origins back to humans in some way? I know what kind of reputation we have in your culture. That is true. Let me ask you this: where do you think the portal you found came from? Who built it? Humans did it, of course. Exactly. If you believe humans had something to do with an artifact created who knows how many years ago, it wouldn't be a stretch to think they could also have influenced you in other ways. Even something as simple as this dish? I like that idea. So what do you do when you aren't working in the restaurant? Do you have a family? Well, most of the time I take care of my kids. Oh, nice. How many children do you have? They aren't really my children per se. I just take care of them. You're more of a foster parent then? Not quite. These are orphan children I'm talking about. I just volunteer to spend some time with them. So I'm really more of a babysitter and teacher all in one. Oh, kind of like the Big Sister program. I can't really take them in and care for them 24/7 like a proper parent would. I'd love to, but I work far too much to be a single parent. With the amount of time I spend at the restaurant, I don't think the kids would be any better off, so I just help out whenever I can. Oh. Second, y'all. It is water time. Well, more like coffee time. It's coffee time, y'all. Hey, yo, it's coffee time, but don't you have some coffee of mine? Alright. That's very nice of you. Thanks. These kids already didn't get a very good hand in life. I just thought that if I can make even a small difference for them, it'd be worth it. I see. What about hobbies? Do you have any? Can I ask a question for a change? Sure, go ahead. No. Well, I don't really know much about you. Actually, I'm not sure if there is anyone here who does. What would you like to know? What did you do before you came here? What's the question about making a bad pun? Nothing special, really. I mean, I have my degrees, but this is the first time I did something that was actually related to them. The work I did previously was just to keep afloat. I know what you mean. I suppose it's my turn again, so tell me about your hobbies. The one I enjoy most is probably flying. Just flying? Well, not just flying. I do aerobatics or stunt flying. I've been doing that on and off for a couple of years now. Must be the most overqualified delivery flyer in history, then. Actually, that might not be so far from the truth. I'm actually hoping to be part of a competition sometime. They'll do that, but a little rain is too much. Are you that good? I suppose that depends on on whether you will still be here when it takes place. It's part of a festival we hold in this town every year. Okay, since this is my turn again, well... This might be an unusual question, so when they said it was a human that would be coming here, I kind of expected something a little different. Well, what did you expect? I'm not sure exactly, but they do say it was humans that made us who we are today. You don't seem so different from us, though. I mean, yeah, you do look different from us, but you're not really anything like some of the things that have been said about your kind. I say the same thing about you. Really? Yeah, we have plenty of myths about dragons. Like what? Dragons are noble creatures. They're often cited as a symbol of power and strength, but also one of wisdom and possessing an intellect that has no equal. They're noble creatures, and their depictions enjoy an almost universal appeal. I could get used to that, though it would be even nicer if it were all true. To be honest, I don't know if it's such a good idea to generalize like that. Even if it's good things you're saying about us, we're all different, you know, and not all of us are nice. I see. But then we have said many good things about your kind too. Well, no matter what you might think about humans, I can assure you that I am in no way special or supernatural. I disagree with that. Why? You say that you aren't special, but just the fact that you're here with us right now is quite special to me and many others. Just try to see it the other way around. You know, you have a good point. Alright, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Leave a super thanks or a tip if you can. It always helps. And y'all, let me know if I'm on the correct path for Anna, please. I want Anna to make it to the end, please. Pretty please. Anyway, y'all, don't forget to check out that Patreon. Anyway, I love you all. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!